Thank you very much, John the Templar, for subscribing for 25 months. That's absolutely awesome. Hi, Glenn. How you doing? This evening, I am going to be putting together, ready for doing a bit of painting. I fancy doing something completely different. And a couple of the guys have been playing Dropfleet Commander in the shop, and I've had this on the shelf for a little while because we talked about playing it a long time ago, and I fancied a bit of a change from painting fantasy and what have you minis, and I thought I might do some spaceships. So I have some other spaceships for other spaceship games, but I got them out the other day and they're totally the wrong scale, so I figured we'd dive in. So I've just taken the cellophane off. This is a completely fresh box, and as I've discovered with TT Combat's scenery kits, this outer sleeve doesn't just slides off. The scenery kits were glued on, so this sleeve comes off, and there's nothing inside there. That's just plain white on the inside. That's one of the spaceships on the side. They do look pretty cool. So whether I'll ever get round to playing this game or not, don't know, but I am going to enjoy building and painting some spaceships. So here we go. Inside the box, this is the UCM Fleet box. Hi, Mathesis. This is the UCM Fleet, and inside here we've got 3 sprues of whatever that is. That must be the battleship sprues. So 3 identical sprues for battleships. Different bits that you can stick together for those. Let's put those to one side. The brightness is a little bit high. I do apologise. And then also 1 sprue, which I think makes the 4 cruisers, and there's a number of different bits that you can stick onto those. So we'll start with the cruiser and then we'll work our way up to a battleship. And then, I'm glad we've got these bases. So these are the old style bases apparently, and now they're going to switch over to using clear bases. But I do think when I've seen the guys playing that these black ones do look a lot cooler. So we've got some bases, they're fine, and then there's some reference cards and bits and pieces. Oh, and then some names for your ships, so you can like write your own names on, or you can have different names for your spaceships. That doesn't fit. And then there's some flying stems. Right. So, like the let's put that to one side, and I'm gonna have to get my iPad because, like the other terrain kits and what have you, instructions are not included in the box, so we're going to have to try and find the instructions. So let me just get that over there. I think you can see that's fine. So how is everybody? Hope you've been all having a super duper day and all that jazz. We've only just walked in just before I set the stream live. We've just got in the house, the dog's just been out, and Mrs. MLG has just got in, and we've been at the shop doing some busy rejiggerizing of the displays and stuff. Now, so this is right on their website. Don't know if you can see this. Can I see this? So this is, I don't think there's any information there that I'm going to spoil by showing you that. Line that light up with the top bar, you won't even be able to see my other things I've got open. So this is the resources section of the TT Combat website. So I was hoping that under Dropfleet Commander we might have instructions. But I can't see anything there that is obvious. There's all sorts of stuff that you can read. Ah, there, construction guides, that must be it. Construction guides. UCM. Which is what this is. And what have we got in this box? We have got frigates and cruisers. Now, the big ones in that picture are the cruisers, and the small ones are the frigates. Yes. So, cruisers and frigates. So, let's start with a frigate. Oh, wow. Look at that. They look complicated. Which one should we go with? Oh. I've no idea what the rules are. Which one looks the coolest? This one with the big... These two with the big guns, they look the coolest, really, don't they? These ones over here look a bit boring. Just like slimline things. These ones with the big guns, they look mint. So what option variant are they? Toulon frigates. Oh, there is some different... So these ones are... Oh, thank you very much, madam. Okay, so these ones here are New Orleans class. They're strike carriers, whatever that means. These cool looking ones with all the guns are Toulons, and then there are a couple of other variants: Taipei, Jakarta, and Lima. Now we've got 4. Yeah, the one with the big guns, Redstale, and yes, Mathesis, this is the same one, same game. Now then, we've got 4 to build. So we could build them as different, each one as a different configuration, I guess. Have we got enough parts? Let's have a look. Have we got enough parts to build ones that are all the same? Are they numbered? Ah, they are numbered. Right. So it still says Hawk War Games on. I didn't expect that, actually, because I know that Hawk sold out the molds, not particularly sold out, but Hawk sold all the thing to TT. Now then, so we've got bits to build. So these are for the Taipei. These are the bits for the Toulon. So we could build 2 of each maximum. 2 of each maximum. Oh, choices. Now then, I think we're going to go with... Yeah, so they all get the dorsal gun down the middle. Interesting. So there isn't enough guns. There's only enough guns to build 2 of this configuration. So we're definitely building 2 of that one. Hi, Red Scope! We're definitely building 2 Toulon, because they look the coolest with the multi-guns. And all the guns appear to be the same. All the guns are part 2, right? So we're definitely building 2 of them. And then I have no idea what the configuration of the others is. Right. So whatever this is, they look like little missile rocket pods. That's the Taipei type frigate. And then the Jakarta has got loads of little guns. Hang on. I discarded the card type things into here. Does that tell me anything? So battle group, right. Here we go. I have no idea what the rules are, so we're making it up as we go along. So the Pathfinder battle group is 1 Berlin class cruiser and 2 Toulon class cruisers. Right, so we're definitely building them. And then, but I don't really want to build the Orleans carriers. Maybe we could build 1.
There we go.
Oh, thank you very much. Thank you very much, John. That's extremely kind of you. And that's awesome. That's really cool. Thank you. Yeah, so we might build one Orleans thing, because I'm sure that the Orleans strike carrier might be useful. Does this thing tell you what's what? That tells you what a Berlin is. Toulon. Ah, here we go. Right. No. Oh, that just tells you what's in the... This isn't very helpful for you all, is it? I'm trying to explain it and I'm not doing a very good job. Atmospheric launch open. Don't know what any of that means. I guess that... Surely, like, dropships. Does anybody know that's in the chat? Don't know. Wicked D's in a car park and the ball is gone! Right, we're just going to go for it. Let's cut some things off a sprue and stick some stuff together. I think that's... and then... If I ever get to playing a game, we'll see what happens. So, let's cut some parts off. Now, I'm presuming that seeing as these are plastic on a hard plastic sprue, that normal plastic cement is going to work. So, I've got my Tamiya extra thin here. Wicked D wants to know what I have hidden, where I've hidden Mrs. MLG. Where have I hidden Mrs. MLG?
I'm in a box.
She's here. John has gifted a sub to Deathly.
Oh, that's super nice.
It's very kind, isn't it?
No, you've got my screen.
Oh, sorry.
How very dare you? Oh, no, you haven't. What have you done?
Yeah, I'll be honest, I haven't even really watched them playing a game. The Lewis and Simon that have been playing this, haven't even really watched them playing a game. I've just seen it on the table and thought that looks cool. I used to like playing spaceship games. I could have a go at that.
Why not?
Yeah, but mostly I fancy painting something as a little bit of a change from Beastmen before I dive back into painting more Beastmen. Wicked D's going to lurk. I'm just going to hack that bit off there so I can do the... Yeah. Now then, I think we're going to build two with that type of arrangement. And two with the other type of arrangement on the top. Yeah. Two of that one, two of that one. We could. We used to play a couple of different spaceship rule sets back in the day. So we had a rule set, and I'm sure it was called Star Marder, and it was spreadsheet based for the rules and ship building type of side of things. So you agreed a points limit, and then you basically use this spreadsheet to build your spaceships, and you could build them in all sorts of different configurations with all kinds of busted rules. So we used to use any spaceship models that we wanted to play that. And then we also played Full Thrust. Ooh. Played some Full Thrust. Right, so those bits are for the New Orleans, and then now do we go for whatever these weird? I don't know what them pods are. We're gonna go with this one that's got all the tiny little guns on. I think all the tiny little guns. Methuselah says I do need to get some Gorka Morka in sometime soon. Al gave me a slaver, but I don't have the teeth to recruit him. Teeth. Have to challenge one of the lads to a game. Everyone's got Gorka Morka stuff. Got my next Blood Bowl game this Thursday against the same person that I played last Thursday, because now it's the playoffs and we've ended up having to play each other again. Which is a bit bizarre, but it's fine. It was a draw last week, a 2-all draw. Pretty sure I can beat him. Pretty sure I can beat him now I know how to play his team. Lizard men. Dirty lizard men. He had extra players because of all the points difference between our two teams. Tiny, tiny little guns. I mean, they're not as small as some of the things I built. I built some battleships for Victory at Sea, and they've got some really tiny little bits. Also, tomorrow, should be getting our store demo set of Epic Hail Caesar. So try and have a look at that on stream, but unfortunately, unless plans change, I won't be here tomorrow night because I'm going out. Mrs. MLG will be here, maybe. So yeah, tomorrow night is supposed to be our monthly RPG game. That bit's bent already. Very fragile on the sprue. If you were going to assemble any of these, be very careful at taking those little gun turrety bits off the sprues. Put that to one side, and then we can get some of these cleaned up and start sticking some together. Have I asked you all what you've been up to? Have you all had good days? There, look, hats on. We are playing in this game Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, and we're playing through the Something Rotten in Kislev adventure from off of the 1980s. Which is... Hi, Pete! So far, it's turning out quite amusing. We've had to do a lot of running away. and the next session, which... tomorrow. So the next session, we're going to be fighting some beast men. Was all the way over there.
I love the way that you put it on even though no one can see.
I know. There you go. I don't want them to feel like I've gypped them. It's got chewing gum stuck in its hair.
We don't eat chewing gum, I'm sure it's not a price ticket.
Yeah, it's a price ticket. Yeah, the people have spent their channel points to make me do this. I don't want to not do it. Even though I turned the thing off.
I can see it's not there.
No face cam, I is shy. Right then, let's see if we can trim this down. I'm assuming that they just stick together with normal poly cement. Does Mrs. MLG feel like complaining about something? Ugh, that's very close to snapping.
I mean, technically I could complain about the fact that we've been at work from 9 AM until 9 PM. But it just wouldn't be like me to complain, would it?
Yeah. Would you complain about something like that? My slave driver working you to the bone.
That's it. I think it'd take quite a lot to find my burns. Working to the burn, there's quite a lot of fat around them to get through first. This wig tickles. Suffering for my art. Right, so that bit goes on there like that. Oh, they're dead easy to build these. Yeah, I think. I saw a fresh comment. What colour scheme? I was thinking about doing them black with black and gloss black. Because on the box they're like grey, and I think that looks a bit boring. I know. Well, I just thought it'd be. It's like camouflage for space, isn't it? If you have black paint on your spaceship against the black, or midnight bluey paint against the black. The infinite blackness. Throw some brown paint around, says Pete. I don't need to paint anything yet, Pete. What you doing? Mrs. MLG's got a sprue in her hand. Do you think TT Combat Game will replace X-Wing and Armada now they have ended? Yeah, no, I don't think so. I don't think so. I think anyone that wants to play X-Wing is going to carry on playing X-Wing. I don't think, just because they've stopped supporting it, I don't think that's going to kill it off. Anyone that wants to play it and has still got all the stuff to play it is going to carry on playing it. And I read an article earlier on from another store owner who likes writing about games, who was saying about how it might change things with Armada, but then in the same article reference the fact that people are 3D printing stuff for it already, so you can get like almost any spaceship you can dream of because somebody's modelled it, and you can fan make your own rules and all that sort of jazz. So, as it might be, I don't know. They haven't. I don't think they've issued a statement to that effect, but yeah, it could be that people are sort of hindering the sale of miniatures by 3D printing stuff, pre-painted stuff. Exactly. And also, you know, they can't support every game. We've got Legion and Shatterpoint and Star Wars Unlimited, the card game now, and yeah, you can't 3D print cards, can you? That's one of the things that he says in his article. Actually, you can't 3D print cards, but you can 3D print Rogue One or whatever, can't you? But as Red says, got too much stuff to stop playing it, because most people that want to play it have probably already got everything that they want. So I don't think it's going to change. They killed most of the sales for us of X-Wing when they released a second edition, because, and I think I might have moaned about it before, but what was previously a 10 quid X-Wing fighter then became a 15 to 19 quid X-Wing fighter. And then I don't think the rules changed that significantly. It was just a way to rebox all the stuff and make everybody buy new cards for all their ships, and new editions don't necessarily make games better, in my opinion. Yeah, Red, mine's all first edition. Mine is as well. I've got a very small amount of X-Wing stuff, and it's all first edition. I don't intend on changing any of it over. Everybody else I know that's got some, theirs is first edition. So we have got a couple of A wings. I think that's all we've got left for sale. We've got a couple of A wing fighters, and they are the second edition variants, because that was all we could get. I think it's a great game. I'm extremely unlucky at X-Wing, and generally fly myself into asteroids. Is that little bit supposed to be? Yes, it is. Yeah. Before I go carving bits off, is that little bit supposed to be there? I don't know if I am. I don't know if I am ever going to get around to playing it, but I fancied painting a couple of spaceships as a palette cleanser. And if I do ever get a game, then that's a bonus. But really, just fancied painting something a bit different. That is the bit of paper in this box sliding down. Yeah, I don't know if I've got time for another game, but a change is as good as a rest in it for painting sometimes. We've got a delivery I haven't even had a chance to open yet, haven't we? We've had the North Star delivery today that's got should have V for Victory and the Egypt thing, Silver Bayonet Egypt, which I know there's a few people are excited about. Silver Bayonet Egypt. use for all those mummies and skeletons and other bits and pieces that people have amassed. And we should have, as part of it, the night. We should have the skeletons that don't have weapons. Yeah, to coincide with the Egypt version of Silver Bayonet, they've done some skelly models that don't have weapons in their hands. They're just
That's always handy.
Unarmed skeletons. Because there aren't really any models on the market that don't have weapons. I don't think. These are quite cool little ships. The other ones that I had, the other spaceships that I had, are huge compared to these massive chunky monsters. Skeletons and mummies. Don't get me into another game. Oh yeah, it's explorers in like Victorian style Egypt. So looks pretty cool. I know Barney's very keen on playing it. I said that we were rejiggerizing the shop. But are we going to do like a little video about it at some point this week? No? Okay. I'll give you an excuse to come with me. Yeah, and some new books. We brought them home, haven't we?
Yeah.
For you to do. Yeah, new books, Silver Bayonet. Ugh, spoiling you. I was looking at the new Silver Bayonet warband, also the Fireforge models for Arab minis. Fancy doing a Middle East style army at some point. Yeah, I think they look really cool. The Silver Bayonet stuff. Although that's cut out two of the same side thing. What a oh no, they're universal. I was going to say what a donkey. That's better. I think they look really cool, the Silver Bayonet models. However, it's another game that I haven't got time to play. I've got to concentrate on the different games that I am playing. So, Blood Bowl has got to take all of my attention, unless I lose my game this week, in which case that's it. Blood Bowl's dead to me. At least until the next season. If I lose this game, we're in the knockout stages now. So if I lose Thursday's game, it gives me a chance to play something else. I've got a couple of old world games I need to get in as well. So I can only play so many games at once. Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I don't know why it's got all these little turrets on, but it does look pretty badass. Yeah, what army would you go with if you got into Old World? And Red, would you do a Middle East style army like Empire Old World army? Is that a thing, or are you doing it for something else, a different game system? Old World's really grabbed my attention because it's a good rule set that takes me back to the 1990s when I first was playing lots of Warhammer games, GW games, with my old buddy. And the rules are very similar. So there's a lot of nostalgia in the thing, and it's just good, like, rank and flank style gaming. It's good fun. Is that right? That does look right. Apart from those mold lines there. Yeah, I got did get some games in of well, some games. Got a game of Skyrim in on the old Xbox last night. Turned it on. I was going to play some Dark Tide, and then it came up and told me that I had a massive update to install. So I thought I'd have a go at Skyrim while that was happening, and then ended up playing it until bedtime. So Skyrim's a good favourite, good old thing, but they've added loads of new content since the last time I played. So there's definitely going to be plenty more mileage in Skyrim.
No extra carrots then?
No extra carrots. Did find plenty of potatoes last night. Potato. Got the new war games, Foot Knights from you last week. I got them for the old world, but now I'm thinking Baron's War. See, Baron's War, that's another game could play. Have got a Saga Crusader force that I've only ever used twice. I think I could probably use those guys for Baron's War. Right then, so we've got a, whatever that is, New Orleans strike cruiser with the drop pod parts. So we've got New Orleans. We've got a Jakarta, which I've just put glue down the side of. And then two Toulons, and I think they look cool. So I've built them slightly differently. I don't know whether that's going to affect things in game. Yeah, so I've got one with the squarey angular top and one with the roundy top, but they have got the same armament. They look pretty cool. So Mrs. MLG has made me a cup of tea, but it's still cooling down, so I've got some cloudy lemonade. Why?
I got told off for making you a cup of tea because you've already got a drink. I said it's alright, you can have more than one.
I can, because I finished this one.
I don't know what number that is.
Right, so they were frigates, and then we're going to build a cruiser. So, oh jeez, that's a busy page, look. Look at that. Oh, I suppose we better build flight stands. Hang on, let's go back and build flight stands for the frigates.
I took your car park off because you said you didn't do car parks anymore.
Methuselah said something about Old World up the top, and then we've had some more activity, and I can't see the content anymore.
Not sure.
Undead.
But not sure. But that looks good. I believe is what it said.
Right, so I need 4 of these.
I think we've had a workout moving all this stuff today.
Yeah, what we've been doing is we've moved board games and the homeware gifty items.
You don't like calling it homewares, do you?
No, because as I said to you the other day, homewares makes me think of plates and cups and stuff. And I know we sell mugs, but we don't sell plates and crockery.
What does it make everybody else think of? Should it be home decor or gifts or what? What would you call it?
So we've moved all of the giftware to where some of the board games were, and vice versa. What's that? Where's the hawk widget?
So what would you call it then? What would you call it? All the stuff. There's like ornaments and figurines and mugs and bottle openers and chopping boards and notepads and umbrellas and incense burners and wax melts and what else is there? What would a collective name be?
I don't know. Right, so that one, that sticker goes in the base there. That sticker goes in there, and then that bit goes in over the top, like that, so you can see different colours in your base.
Would giftware make more sense?
I think men generally believe homewares is plates and cups.
I don't know what to call it if we're not calling it homewares.
And then we need that smaller sticker that goes 1 to 8, and that sticks on top of that. And now I can't pick that up. Home accessories.
Oh, how is that different? That's longer. That'd be a more expensive sign. Signs by the letter.
Yeah. See, I was thinking gifts, and then we only have to pay for 8 letters. 4 letters. 5 letters. It's been a long day. The dog interrupted my sleep. And we don't get enough of that as it is. Right, so that bit goes on there, that bit goes on there, and then one of these rods goes into there, and then if you don't glue it, I'm told, they are easier to store.
Never alright, are
No. No. And then that bit goes on there like that. Woo! Or you can use a widget. Yeah. A widget, which is this bit.
Now that's definitely a lot more letters. Mr. MLG did say that we needed to open a different shop just for home gift accessory wares of stuff that we sell-ness.
Yeah. Because we've got loads now.
Well, no, we've always had loads. The new stuff I ordered hasn't come yet.
Yeah, so if that bit glues, yeah, so that bit pops onto there like that. I think that's the idea. And then your spaceship sits on top. Oh. And then you glue that bit onto the bottom of your spaceship, and then you can just pop it on and off the top there. That's a snug fit. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue that into that base. Even though they said not to.
It's your mini. You do whatever
That's it.
you want.
That's it. So there we go. That's that. And then that bit gets glued into the bottom of the spaceship after we painted it. So that bit goes in there. Or for now, pop that bad boy on there. Woof.
Yeah, it made sense to me, Tony, but apparently not to most of the people. And I am quite up for things being changed. That has never been a problem. Was driving, so couldn't answer. It's definitely homewares and gifts, but if you want a shorter sign, I'd say gifts would be all encompassing. Yeah, it's just that Mr. MLG only associates homewares with plates. I mean, we don't have a sign. We
Yet.
don't even have a sign.
We don't have a sign yet.
Waiting for you to open me a shop. I'll open the shop and you just work in it, and for free, obviously, because can't pay you. Because I mean, I would have a homewares shop, but it's just the small problem of staffing it.
Have to deal with people.
Well, yeah, that's why I wouldn't be in it. to be shut the school run times and summer and things, and then that would be pointless, wouldn't it?
I do like these bases. And when the lads told me that they were changing the bases and that they were going to be different moving forward, I think that's a bit sad because these are pretty cool. Look at that. So it like turns around and it's got all different colours in it. It looks really funky.
Really?
Yeah,
Oh, you
doesn't
have
it?
to. No, I don't know what you're doing. Little Miss painted you a miniature for Father's Day.
They are on my bedside table.
I was going to say you could show it off, but that's when I thought it was in here.
Yeah, I got two awesome minis from Little Miss for Father's Day. And a new wallet, which is really cool. It's got Mimikyu on it, because Mimikyu is the coolest. This coming Sunday, for anybody local or who might fancy travelling in, I should have mentioned it before. Make sure you mention it to Red.
Oh, I think I've been putting it in places.
So this Sunday we have a Pokemon tournament. I know that Little Red plays. So this Sunday, Pokemon Standard Tournament. If anybody fancies getting some Pokemon down.
Get down and party.
Yeah.
Other Red says. Talking of gifts, did you see the pre-order magnets this week?
Pre-order magnets.
I'm reading the message.
I'm not sure I know what you mean. Pre-order magnets.
And WikiDees is living in Cloud Cooking.
Yep.
GW fridge magnets.
Oh, right.
Exclusive things.
Ah, yes, yeah. I'm with you. Now, yeah, they're all web exclusives. Whatever they've advertised as being on pre-order this coming Saturday are all GW website exclusives. Unfortunately, there is nothing for independent stores this week.
We're not good enough for that kind of thing.
Yeah, they've announced today some pre-order bonus items for Age of Sigmar 4. That's not going to work, is it? Pre-order bonus items for Age of Sigmar 4 today. So if you order from Independence, apparently we're going to get sent limited amounts of some quite cool looking notebooks.
Is that one?
Yeah, well, going off
normally happens.
going off the dice tray things that they did for Leviathan, then yeah, probably one.
Yeah, I would too, Tony. I would too. But you know.
Right. Oh, and I've got 10 minutes to build a cruiser.
You're not painting them?
No, I was sticking them together. Can't paint them until I've put them together.
It's really annoying trying to paint no water.
Wash it out in what's left of your tea. Yeah. Mine's probably drinkable temperature now.
Sorry. I shuffled off.
Right, so those are the halves of the thing. Now then, do we go with A1, A2, A3?
Yeah, we've heard that too, but we've not actually heard it from any GW source. Only from, what's it called? What's the game shop called?
Griffin Gaming.
Yeah, only from them.
Is that where you've heard it from, Red Scope?
Or is the rumour mill got a bit more information in it now?
Is it extended a bit further?
Yeah, that's that. We've not heard a single whisper apart from
Yeah.
that gentleman. So we don't have any information on that.
And I've not had cause to speak to GW's accounts team today, so
It's
probably talk to them tomorrow and ask them like what's going on.
One of the many reasons that we sell lots of other stuff, because nothing is ever safe, is it?
No.
Would seem like a very strange way to go, but then hey ho. Worse things have occurred that don't make sense.
Yeah. I think it's a bit weird. Like, trade sales must make up a huge portion of their. Maybe we should make a YouTube video about it.
We don't know any information.
No, I know. Trade sales must make up a huge portion of their turnover. So I can't imagine why they would possibly want to erode us from their market. I mean, obviously, cut us out and get everybody going direct to them.
No one's got anywhere to play.
Then, well, yeah. Then, if everybody that bought it from them direct, they would obviously make more money. But they don't have stores in every town, and they don't have like paint stands in every town, do they? So it ain't going to work. And then we provide the play space for people to come and play. So if they don't have independent game stores selling their product, we're not going to support their organised play. We're not going to support their games. It's not going to work. So I just think it's a bit of a weird one.
Only time will tell.
Yeah.
He hasn't actually said where he's got the information from, has he?
No.
That we've seen. I mean, we're not in that Discord, obviously, because it's another game shop. But we had got told about it. Somebody else had messaged me about it.
So that one should be in there. Ugh. How am I going to get that in there now? Oh, there. That might just fit. Maybe.
I mean, if they wanted to open a shop in Bridlington, we'll sell them mighty lots of games.
Yeah.
They can't have the homewares though.
No. Repurpose homewares as Mrs. MLG's homeware shop. Oh, come on, you pig. Right, that's it. I'm going to have to rip it apart and stick that bit inside because it's stuck together too well. It's this tiny little piece here is supposed to go in that gap.
We lose most shops. High Street's dying. Maybe that's why they've just, if the rumour is true, maybe that's why they've decided that, they don't need us.
Yeah, I think I might have mentioned on stream before. My concern with GW is that they end up going to a model where they just sell everything to Amazon.
Yeah, that would be proper screwed. But hopefully by then we'll be older.
Yeah.
And we won't have to have the shop. We'll be sitting in a rocking chair somewhere.
Yeah.
I won't remember who you are.
Yeah. By the time they get their act together with this TV program and movie and whatever else they're supposedly making, but yeah, it's That we end up where they just sell everything to Amazon, and Amazon sell it all online. And as soon as you've finished watching Eisenhorn the movie or whatever it's going to be with Henry Cavill in, that they pop up an advert that says, click here and you can buy all of the amazing toys you've just seen in that video.
And then it's bye bye us.
Yeah.
Bye bye us.
A mini gets dropped. Did I drop a mini?
Well, you ripped it apart and flung it about.
Ah, right. Fair enough.
I was going for that counter.
Yeah, I'll go with that.
That's a bit tough, I believe.
Yeah. Does that mean... Does that set a precedent? I can't rescind bingo balls.
You can't anyway. But only Wicked D and I can say. So. Unless Wicked D gets trigger happy one day.
I don't know. Anyway, it hasn't happened yet. I did hear on a YouTube. I watched a brief YouTube video today while I was packing orders. Well, I was following up from something that Al had messaged me about, and one of the YouTubers that likes to talk about rumours and things was saying that there is a plastic Warhound Titan coming.
Cheers.
40k scale.
Cheers.
Yeah, and apparently it's come from somebody who's been very reliable for rumours in the past that this is actually a thing. But the reason they haven't released it yet is because they were trying to get the cost down on the sprues and stuff, trying to make it a bit more affordable of a kit to release. I think it'd be popular. The new plastic knights that they've done, the larger knights have been popular kits. They must have been a test run for doing bigger things like the plastic Thunderhawk and the plastic Warhound that we've heard mentioned previous. It's a shame that all these rumours come around about Games Workshop, because they do make arguably the best sci-fi figures. I mean, these spaceships are pretty cool, but they're not Space Marines.
So I won bingo, Pete got silver, doobie-doobie-doo.
You've won bingo.
Yeah, apparently you can get a diagonal line. I didn't know that was a thing.
We came up with a new game set in 2142 where only hobby companies survive. Wars are fought by countries using the hobby products. Oh, well, I once ran a RPG. I can't remember what setting I put it in. What rules system I used, to be fair. No, it was a sci-fi thing. I might use GURPS, but I had it so that all of the it was only corporations, obviously, that survived, no government and what have you. And I had one of the races, like one of the playable corporations was Tesco.
Every little thing. You know that it's...
Has it gone time? Well, I'll just finish building this spaceship and then we'll disappear. Because we've got to go watch House of Dragons.
Why not?
Joking. Haven't seen The Boys or House of Dragons yet. So no spoilers, please.
tell everybody how you've got a new desk full of MDF scenery, stands and whatnots, all that stuff on.
Yeah. On Saturday, I assembled. I've had them for a little while. Assembled some extra MDF desk tidying stuff. So I've now got a Green Stuff World paintbrush holder as part of my desk layout, and another paint bottle holder, and a little corner stand. So I've got a couple of corner stands now to make my area a little bit tidier. So we're nearly there tidy. And obviously, because I've shifted everything off my desk, it's now elsewhere in the room. So that bit goes on top of there.
Yeah, it's abandoned that. Abandoned it.
What's that?
He made the hill too high.
Yeah, we're going to pull it apart and start again.
It's one of the many projects that's been abandoned. That's what happens. We need to finish the one with the giant.
Yep.
Oh, it's nearly done.
It is. I need to finish the river. And we need some more varnish to be able to varnish it all. But when I spoke to the chap today from Colour Forge, he said that they would have more stock tomorrow, so we can order some restocks.
The next big project is my Halloween costume.
Yeah.
Which we've got no idea how to do. We're just gonna wing it.
So when I get home from work tomorrow, you're going to have been sewing and stitching.
Well, no, because I can't cut myself out on my own. I can't lay on the floor and cut round me.
Little Miss could help you when she gets home from school.
Oh yeah, because that always goes well when you ask her to help. No, we don't understand why any larger company needs Kickstarter at all, but then that's another thing that Mr. MLG will get grumpy about and talk about for hours. Well, we all know really, because they like the money. The money.
Yeah. It's yeah. I'm not going to get into it. Not going to get into it. Right, so there are those bits, and then 11 and 12. Yeah. Well, I was just trying to get the basis of this spaceship done. I was trying to work out which of these options is the better one.
Just you staring at a box. Wonderful stream, staring at a box.
Yeah, sorry. I'm just trying to work out which is the coolest looking thing.
Why don't you ask everybody?
Which do you think's the coolest looking thing? Which is the coolest looking shit? Blech. What did I say?
Well, what do they look like then?
Right, so which these three here, which of these three ships is the coolest looking? I'm going with this one for the moment, this one and then that one with all the
I like the middle.
guns. The one with all the guns. Right, let's go for that one.
Guns.
Let's go for that one. That one is a Moscow heavy cruiser. And that means that we need to use some spare guns from one of the other sprues.
It's just a little froggy eyes.
So, we need...
Middle one. That's it, Tony. You get him told.
Hmm. 60. Oh, I've used the wrong top. Oh no, I haven't. Whew. Whew. Thought I'd used the wrong top. So we need. Has it got guns on the back? Yes, it's got guns on the back. So we need to use these back bits. Heavy cruiser. Right, that's that. What were those then? 13 and 14. Oh, they're alternate parts. Right, so we don't need those. We need two 17s, which are these ones.
Now you have to talk.
Hi, Raiders!
Oh, no. They've lost the arc.
How you doing? Yeah. Hi, everyone!
You're going to have to tell people what you're doing.
So,
Has Kuroniko come along with the Raiders? Is Kuroniko already here?
I don't know.
Oh, that's nice, isn't it?
I'm not aware that Kuroniko is already here. Right, so I need to nick 2 part number 18s from another sprue. So what I'm doing here is I'm building spaceships for Dropfleet Commander. These are the first ever spaceships for this game that I've ever built. So we're working through building, and what we are building right now is a Moscow heavy cruiser.
Whoop, whoop. Might as well join in bingo while you're here as well. Stream bingo, it's just for fun.
So let's put that to one side. So I'm just going to tidy these parts up with the knife. Hi, how you doing?
Don't forget to join in stream bingo. We are actually already over time.
We are.
Because, you know, that happens.
But I got a bit carried away making spaceships.
Spaceships far away.
Stream runs over time. That's a stream
Yeah, I know.
bingo-y jobber.
You know how I made them.
Yeah.
You, are you going to tell us all why you're doing this then?
So I'm making spaceships because I've been fancying a little bit of a change from been painting a whole load of beastmen for Warhammer and other fantasy items. Just fancied a little bit of a change of scene with before I dive back into painting more fantasy stuff. So just thought we'd have a little change of pace.
But we do 9 roll 10. But it's still going because he wants to put all his little ships together, don't you?
Yeah.
You'll have to show everybody on the box what you're doing.
So we're gonna build this thing. This is the one that we're building, the Moscow heavy cruiser. This guy built some of these already down the bottom. The frigates.
Do they make noises? You know, when you fly in, do you go?
Oh,
Or do they not?
spaceship noises are mandatory.
What
Yeah.
spaceship noise was yours? I know. He made me do MDF on Sunday again. I put some pictures about so you could see how we were getting on with the MDF.
Yeah, I really like the roof tiles.
Yeah, you said that was therapeutic.
Yeah, I found it really relaxing, layering up tiny little roof tiles. I think that's great.
I don't find any of it therapeutic, or relaxing, or fun. In case you hadn't noticed.
Yeah, I really enjoyed the roof tiles. Thought it was great, and I'm looking forward to doing some more roof tiles.
Oh yeah.
I am. Right, so that
Look, Lucifer just looked very confused about your spaceship.
That bit goes on there like... Oh, hang on, now it don't fit.
Little Miss got to bottle feed a kitten tonight.
Oh yeah, very excited.
She was. I said to her, well, there you go, you see, that's the benefits of coming to work.
Yeah. And yesterday, Father's Day...
was that only yesterday?
Yeah. Yesterday I made her and Mrs. MLG watch Brave.
I don't mind watching your favourite Disney movie.
And Little Miss was like, watch this. She's resisted watching it for ages, and then she actually enjoyed it, didn't she?
She didn't admit it though. She wouldn't admit that she was enjoying it, but she wouldn't move.
Yeah. But...
she is of that age now where, you know, we're not right about anything. And she's not even a teenager.
No. It's just a good fantasy romp.
I said to you, didn't I? I said, how come this is your favourite Disney movie? And you said, well, no one gets murdered.
Yeah.
Which is lovely connection with Disney there, isn't it? No one gets murdered in this one.
Yeah, no. No parents had to die in the making of this movie.
Yeah, he definitely had a thing against mothers. Some of the older ones are really dark as well, aren't they?
I think, yeah.
Like Grimm's Fairy Tales. I restocked Grimm's Fairy Tales book today in the shop. But yeah, really dark stories.
Did we get the Sherlock Holmes ones today?
Yes, but they're new, so I haven't added them yet. Because we started work at 9 AM and we finished work at 9 PM and I hadn't had a chance. Brought them home.
Fair enough.
What would your gun noises be?
Pew pew pew.
So you could... No? How would you do it?
It'd definitely be a...
Fair enough.
Small turreties at the back.
Red Scope says there are a lot more detail than I expected those models. Yeah, because they're small, aren't they?
Yeah.
How are you going to pick out all that detail in your painting?
I am going to do a very simple wash, dry brush highlight, I think.
So the answer is you're not.
Yeah, because otherwise I'm going to be there for hours painstakingly going like, oh, blobbed, I'll have to repaint that bit.
But that's a bingo game. Don't forget to join in the bingo, everybody. It's a new game. It's just for fun. How are we doing with the leaderboard? Oh, John. John is leading in the leaderboard. I'm fifth. Join me and Tony are together. All the way down there. Oh, unless you're actually proper me, and then I'm nearly at the bottom.
Yeah. So that's... we have to stick a widget in there. But this is a Moscow cruiser.
Well, it's all the goodie, but you have to do it sideways so you can see all those dangly bits.
So there, Moscow heavy cruiser. So stick, get the guns pointing in different directions and stuff.
This This music didn't really go with space
it
battle.
didn't. No, not really. Right, let's stick a base together for the Moscow before we call it a night.
What else have you got to tell us? What other exciting stuff have you got to tell us?
Ooh, exciting stuff.
Alright then, don't have to be exciting. What other stuff have you got to tell us? You doing a Pokemon thing tomorrow?
Yeah, I'm going to help one of the schools run a Pokemon event tomorrow. That should be cool. Hopefully, excuse me, get a new wave of kids interested in Pokemon.
Nick says, dark Disney facts. Overall, there have been 84 heroes in Disney movies who have lost their parents. This doesn't necessarily mean their parents died, though. I guess Disney kids are just a bit careless. Yeah, he either kills them off or they're evil. That definitely has a thing against mothers, for sure.
Is Finding Nemo a Disney film? Or is that...
Disney Pixar, isn't it?
I don't know.
I'm not sure, to be fair. But there's another dead mother.
Oh yeah, I never thought about that. I was just thinking about the kid getting lost. I do like these base styles.
Does that include Return of the Jedi? Yeah. And Rocky Horror doesn't have any parents.
Is that a Disney movie? I suppose it is now.
Well, yeah. Frankie's a Disney princess now.
Is it?
But like classic Disney, you just don't like mums.
Meow. Well, I suppose Return of the Jedi has got a princess in it.
I never understood Aurora. What's it? Sleeping Beauty. Princess is called Aurora. I never understood. I just didn't get the plot of that. Let's keep her safe by hiding her in the woods with these haphazard fairies, and then on the day that it's really, really dangerous for her to be at home, we'll take her back. We won't have ever told her anything about, spinning needles and all that malarkey. We won't give her any guidance whatsoever. We'll keep her away from her parents for the entirety of her life. And then we'll just take her back on that one day when it's all going to go wrong. And all we'll really be upset about is whether her dress should be pink or blue.
So
that's my synopsis of the film.
We've got a couple of cool little cruisers, Toulon cruisers, I think. Yeah, they're those guys. They're those ones.
That's a bit bouncy, isn't it?
Yeah, and then that's one of the ones that's got the drop pod things on, and then that one, I can't remember what that one was called, but that one's got loads of tiny little turrets on, so that one's pretty funky. And then we've got our Moscow class. Moscow.
So on the screen they just look like
tiny little
blobs. You might have to, show them off a little bit better.
So that's a Moscow. And that's a... So I made these, one of them with the roundy top and one of them with the more angular top on there. They have a fancy bit that plugs into the bottom of the spaceship, but that is clear as well. So paint the spaceship first and then glue the bit in. So they're a bit more stealthy is not the word, sleek design, streamlined. Yeah. Yeah, not that you need to be aerodynamic in space where there is no resistance. And then, apart from the resistance faction from Dropfleet Commander,
You're so funny.
and then which is coincidentally what Lewis plays as. And then, this one with the drop poddy things. So, do you remember the first time that you and I ever went to the Game Expo?
Nope.
So, because it was 8 years ago, they had a 15mm scale version of one of these, and it was about 20 odd feet long. It was that massive spaceship.
ship,
That
yeah.
was one of
Right,
these.
then,
Yeah, that was one of them.
We don't have any Dropfleet stuff.
No.
Also, we've
Wait.
got a rule book.
Yeah, but and the reason that we haven't got the starter set is because they're putting new rule books in them, so it's out of stock at the moment. So there you go. So thank you very much, everybody, for coming along and joining us. I suppose I better drink my cup of tea that Mrs. MLG made me quite some time ago.
You don't have to. I'll make you a new one. You don't have to drink the mine.
No, it's alright. It's drinkable temperature now. Thank you for joining us this evening. It's much appreciated. You all coming along, listening to us waffle and just stick stuffs together.
Hopefully there'll be a stream tomorrow at 9 o'clock. If there's not, I will let you know in the old Discord, because this boy is leaving me.
Yeah.
I'm going to be all on my own, and I've got nothing to paint. So, yeah.
And if my RPG session goes out the window, then I'll be here streaming. Wow, where are you going?
Right,
All
take care, everybody.
See you later. Bye.